Without a doubt, we need the help of people to run the business, and people are expensive. Profit players! Today we're talking about labor. That's right, labor. The most expensive cash outlay that you have for your business. Without a doubt, we need the help of people to run the business, and people are expensive. So why don't we understand our labor to the max? If it's the most expensive part of our capital outlay, today we're gonna. For starters, it's just important to understand the presentation of the labor. I want you to visualize how would it be beneficial for you to see the labor breakdown on your income statement. What does that look like? I know our recommendation is at a minimum, you're breaking it down by department. In most breweries, you have a stock 5 departments, right? You have the production, admin, tap room, retail, and outside sales, and kitchen. Forgot about kitchen. Kitchen is the 5th and important one. Do you remember the chart of accounts that I've been floating around? Go check out that set of labor accounts, chart of accounts, and let me know what you think. That brewery decided to have actually a few more accounts, and that's okay, as long as the numbers are meaningful and you're tracking them. The last thing that we want is labor lumped in as one number on your income statement. That tells us absolutely nothing. So break it down by department. And once you have the departments, guess what? You have a little look back period you can work with. You can look back 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year on the P&L, and you can see if there's any variations in that labor and explain the variations in that labor. And guess what? If you're pairing that with our benchmarks, that's yet another guidepost that you can use to make decisions and make sure that you're within bounds when it comes to your labor. In order to do the departments, it's pretty simple, right? The presentation goes underneath, it goes in your expense category, it goes underneath COGS. And you're gonna wanna create a parent account called payroll expenses. And each department's gonna be a sub account of that parent account. And it's gonna be nuzzled right underneath it. Funny story, I got a call from rentacfo.net just 2 weeks ago. I hadn't heard from them in months, wanting to know why we don't put production labor in COGS. Look, the only reason you're gonna put production labor in COGS, same thing for utilities, doesn't go in COGS for us because we track it elsewhere. The only reason you're gonna put production labor in COGS is if you have GAAP financials. And if you have GAAP financials, good for you. Good for you. It means nothing to me, and it means nothing to running your business. But if you're like every other person out there, put it with the other labor categories. So log into your payroll system. You may already have departments set up. If you don't, set up departments. Sometimes they're called categories, sometimes they're called groups, and then you assign each team member to a department. This is gonna make pulling reports so simple. Hey, while you're in your payroll system, look around. Is there a sync with your accounting system? Is there an import where you can push a button after each payroll? And if it's set up correctly, those numbers fly in to the accounting system and they just take all the work out of it. Check it out. Not every payroll system has it, but if yours does, I would really, really recommend you setting up that sync. Let me know if you have any questions about payroll. Look, this stuff is complicated. It's expensive and it's complicated. So we want to make sure that we're reporting the right numbers and we're making the right decisions. So if you have any questions about how your payroll's set up or your departments, just reply. Just hit reply and send it to me. Talk to you next week.